I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy Navia's lie.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes.
Aww.
I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
Hug.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you've taken on a bit too much in one go. Me too, it's not like you.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look, there seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there. I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Yeah, true.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
Yeah, she was doing everything she can, you know.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth.
Yeah.
As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne.
Man, that makes me flash back to the end of, like, the trial of accusing her of not being the Archon, and, like, there was that part where she was, like, begging and started crying of people to believe her, and she just kind of just broke down, dude. Like, fuck. Poor freaking thing, dude.
Fortunately,
Leeway and
we were
Sumeru.
able to avoid the worst case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed.
Aw.
I have no further use to people.
Aw.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as a reward, yeah. And she said regained. She never had it originally. She gained her freedom.
A reward?
Yeah. Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore. Yeah, you have me now.
I guess so.
Yeah, give her a hug, please.
And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in.
Aw. Dude, the crazy thing is she was this close to revealing everything to us in that, like, one scenario. But she didn't. Because she knew if she did, that probably would have, like, ruined, like, all her years of maintaining the secret. you know, to protect the truth, so... And she didn't actually do it, did she? Because I think during that scene where we were seeing her thoughts, she thought about saying it, but she wasn't actually going to do it, did she? So, yeah.
I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. And exposing the secret I swore to protect.
Man, it's going to be crazy, right? Like, playing through or watching through the Archon quests, the Fontaine Archon quests all over again, knowing what she's doing, you know? Like, it's going to be a really interesting experience.
Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know.
And then cause like that, like, it's crazy, right? Like, you had that scene of, like, the meeting with Alakino the Knave, completely just shitting on Furina, right? And, like, we were all, like, agreeing with her. We're like, yeah, that's right, you tell her, you know? And it's like, fuck. Like, if we watch that scene now, like, it'd be the complete opposite. But, like, no, be nice to her, you know? Like, it's crazy.
That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say was she doesn't like to see you so down. Do you feel better having gotten that off your chest?
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
Yeah, true.
All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now. I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break.
Oh.
It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler and Paimon.
Hey, buddy.
What might I assist you with today?
I need to do a history quest too.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
You share the story of the little Oceanid of Nouvelle.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
Hey.
The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
And she's so awesome.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life.
Me too.
Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role.
Huh.
It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
Yeah, don't force her into that, man.
Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
Aw.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troop once the details are confirmed.
Cool beans.
Thanks, Nervalet.
Pays to be a friend of the head honcho, eh?
You are very welcome.
So her demo, she has a vision in that, and I'm assuming Furina gets her vision somehow at the end of this. So I'm assuming the demo happens post this quest, right? That makes sense. And she was acting in that. She was putting on a show. So I'm assuming at the end of this she embraces that role and becomes an actress.
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request.
She's gonna act in her place.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
Oh, she's gonna sing?
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep.
Aw, she's so cool.
No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's parts by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart.
Oh.
Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
That's her. That's her. She's her. Oh, that's you, girl. Oh, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty. Because she did it to save Fontainians. I fucking love Furina so much.
Well said.
It's actually like it's a parallel of, it's a parallel of Furina herself. It's actually really cool.
I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Okay. So she's gonna sing? Ooh. Okay. Oh, here she goes. Go, Furina, do it. I wonder if anyone's gonna... They're gonna recognize her, aren't they? Is this a cutscene? Oh, this might be a cutscene. Oh! Oh, it's an art style cutscene.
Is she here yet?
When she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
There she is. Oh! It's in French. Whoa.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness.
It's actually a parallel.
Is this truly what you want?
Oh. Actual goosebumps. Holy shit. That was beautiful. Oh! That's how she gets it? That's how she gets her vision? Oh, shit. Oh, that makes sense, too. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was
just me?
beautiful.
Who was that lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though,
And her vision's on
acting
her.
skills are as superb as ever.
Hell yeah.
The
And
little
singing.
Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Aurélie Fumont was a parallel of Furina herself. I really like that. I really like how they did that.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself.
Aww.
Even if I had no choice.
Aww.
Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the one issue I was worried about, is like her putting herself back into that situation, you know, like, because like naturally you'd be traumatized from 500 years of suffering and being forced to act a certain role you don't want to. But this is a role that she wants to do, though. That's the difference here, right? And she's happy about it. So I guess that, yeah, no, that's okay.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Let's go.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
Uh-oh.
She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Oh, I mean, that's fair enough. That's
All right, calm down.
Wow.
Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged.
what a way to get her vision, though. And that makes sense, right? Because a vision is like ambition. And she stepped into that role by choice. That's the key difference, right?
It's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah?
And there's
Well,
a vision.
since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
The sass. But no one going to talk about the vision?
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
If you read Nouvelette's vision story section, you realize who gave it? Oh?
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then
Oh.
suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, shit. Wait, so there's going to be a prop vision? Wait, does that mean the original actor? I forgot her name already. Did she have a vision? Does she have a Hydro vision? Holy shit.
Oh, that.
There we go, now it's brought up.
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Huh, so yeah, the vision was actually meant to be a part of it. It was part of the story. She got a vision at the end of it. Man, that was something. That was something, alright. That was so good. Oh, and I actually got goosebumps from that. That was really good. From that day on, whenever a person's wishes reached the heavens, the 7 overseers of material realm were duty bound to grant them a gift. Though they might know nothing about of who or what that wish had stepped into the threshold of the sacred, the 7 Archons still had to impart a shattered shard of their mastery to that person. And when one so gifted completed their duty, the gift of the gods would receive in return. Would be more abundant still. Nouvelette obeys no edict from the heavens, but he does acknowledge human will. So he too set aside part of himself, as like onto the dragon treasure hoards of old, awaiting valiant humans to come and claim them. So Nouvelette was aware of her getting a vision. Small detail, if you look at Furina's vision, it has fangs. Interesting. Basically, Nouvelet has authority to grant Hydra visions, or at least Fontainian visions. That's why that vision has fangs, because that's from him. I do like how that was how she got it. Actually, it makes a lot of sense, and that was a beautiful way to get a vision too. I love the fact that it was actually meant to happen, like it was meant to be a prop, because I mean that implies that that little Oceana at the end of the story gets a vision. They made that like part of the story, but the fact it happened for real to Furina is really funny. I really like that.
This whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself.
Yeah.
So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, like, there's a big difference between being forced into a role, right, or choosing it. When you're choosing it, you're expressing yourself, like what she said here. But when she was acting as the Hydra Archon, she was pretending. So there is a big difference between that. But me personally, I think she should be like a director, because holy shit.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them.
Yeah, let's go, Furina.
I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director Aurelie as well.
Yeah. I definitely see the parallels between Furina and Aurelie.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me. Ha, joke's on you, I already did that. Ha, twice.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods...
Gift from Nouvelet, technically.
then I should do my best to honor it.
Aww. Oh, and it's ended. Oh, mwah, beautiful. Excellent. That was great. And oh, double Furina. Hey, hahaha, I am C1, haha. Dude, holy shit. I fucking love this character. I fucking adore this character, dude. She's so cool. That's a great way to do it too. That's a great way to kind of have her approach the future, you know, instead of like, because obviously like she's acted in shows in the past, right? And along with pretending to be the Hydra Archon, but the fact that she is choosing to do it instead of being forced on her as a way to express herself, that makes so much sense, you know, because that's what she's good at and what she wants to do. So yeah, no, that's great. That makes sense. I really like that.
Once the ancient prophecy came to an end and everything was over, I fell into low spirits for a very long time. People who stand on the stage basking in the adulation of their audience must also bear the pressures of being in the public eye and living up to everyone's expectations. But I knew very well my person wouldn't be enough, and that putting on the act of a god would be the only way to satisfy their adoration. And at the end of the day, all I ever experienced was loneliness. So, there came a point when I loathed the very thought of acting and locked myself in my room. It wasn't until the moment I stood on stage and faced the audience again that I realized the anxiety in my heart had dissipated. The reason I can now stand before the crowd's watchful gaze is perhaps because I have finally started to act as myself.
There you go. Exactly. Exactly.